Our consciousness is something like this with a lower part and an upper part. The lower part we call store, and the upper part is called mind consciousness. Store consciousness, alaya vijnana, contain all seeds of happiness, seeds of joy, seeds of enlightenment, seeds of anger, seeds of fear, all kinds of seeds, good and bad. And when one seed is watered, that seed can grow more strongly, and it will manifest itself in the upper level of our consciousness. We call the level of mind consciousness, mano vijnana. Suppose this is a seed of my anger, and if someone water it by saying something mean to us, this seed will move, become important, and manifest itself as anger. And it's not pleasant to have the seed of anger manifested in ourselves like that. And because every day we water the seeds of unhappiness of each other, that is why these seeds grow very strong, and they suppress the seeds of happiness within us. The seeds of joy, the seed of peace, the seed of smiling, and so on. And including the seed of mindfulness, which is a wonderful seed. Now the practice is to refrain from watering the seeds of unhappiness and concentrate on watering the seeds of happiness, the seeds of joy, the seeds of peace, the seeds of mindfulness. This seed of mindfulness, which is buried under many layers of afflictions, now begin to be watered by our practice of walking in, out, fresh, flower fresh, eating mindfully, smiling at a piece of string bean. These are all practice of watering the seed of mindfulness. So the seed of mindfulness will spring up. First like that. But if you practice for 2 days or 3 days, it becomes bigger, and it becomes bigger on the level of the mind consciousness. So for a person who is so unhappy, who live like a dead man, the seed of mindfulness is still in him. And if he knows how to water the seed of mindfulness, he could become an enlightened person and be very happy. I remember in the Gospel, Jesus said that the kingdom of God is a grain of mustard. If you put the mustard grain into the damp soil, it will grow into a tree, and many birds can come and live in its branches, right? So that is the kingdom of God. Very tiny, like a grain of mustard. And I remember another thing, Jesus said, the kingdom of God is like this, the yeast that make the flour rise. The yeast is just a little bit, but if you know how to use it, you make a whole lot of bread. So mindfulness may be in us small, but if you know how to practice it, that will become the yeast of your life. And practicing mindfulness in daily life is to stop one thing, forgetfulness. And when you stop forgetfulness, many good things will come up. And that is why the first aim of the practice is to stop forgetfulness. And stop forgetfulness not by fighting, but just lighting up mindfulness. When you light up mindfulness, forgetfulness will be transformed. You don't have to chase it away. It's like when you bring in a lamp and the darkness will just dissipate it. So that practice is called samatha. The Chinese word is ji, stopping, calming it. There are many things that go wrong in the world and in our own consciousness, in the collective consciousness. And if we learn the art of stopping, we can save ourselves, save the world, and save our children, save our planet. And there are so many ways of practice of stopping in the Buddhist tradition. And breathing in and out is one of the ways of doing that. When you breathe in mindfully, when you breathe out mindfully, you stop forgetfulness and you begin to be alive. Stopping something is to reveal something else. Always like that. Stopping is not a negative thing. Stopping can be a very positive thing because when you stop darkness, you bring about light. And mindfulness is the kind of energy that you use in order to do the work of stopping.